Check out this. I drew this before the show. This is what I'm reading. This is going to be Killian blowing a blue 0.0. That was actually totally legitimate, right? All right, folks. Glasses are coming off. Thanks to all you Patreon supporters. We're going to get right into this thing. Today I want to talk about extreme running, extreme racing. I mean, we now literally have an entire race category that is extreme. It's part of the Skyrunning series, this Tromsø race, and I think it's kind of scary, like where this sport's going. It's literally blurring the lines between ultra running, mountain running, mountaineering, which it's a pretty dangerous sport, mountaineering. A lot of people die. I don't know. I don't know if this is a sobering moment, like Hillary literally falling off a cliff. And if you saw the video we posted of those runners running on the ridge lines, like, of course it looks badass as hell. Like, I want to do that. I also want to go more extreme in my own running. But at what point does it become too much? I think at some point we do have to answer this. And at what experience level? I mean, Hillary actually is probably one of the most experienced runners, and shit still happens, but I don't know, maybe that's just it's part of the risk that we take as mountain runners, myself included. I mean, the stuff I do at Barkley, the stuff I do even in my own backyard, I could probably easily fall 50 meters or 30 meters, or however many meters are in feet. I don't know, what do you guys think? The promotion of extreme races, and all I know of Tromsø is from the video and some things I've heard. I've heard it's really crazy. It looked like there were some snow glissading, which looks so fun. There was like running down scree, which looks like a lot of fun. But clearly it doesn't come without risks. And I don't know. I guess at what length are we all willing to go to get our fix? I really do wish the best for Hillary. That's pretty scary stuff. So I hope that hopefully we get some more information, because literally the news just came out today, and it was very tough to find any info. What little we found was from a comment on the I Run Far weekly article and from a post by Emily on Instagram. She talked about her arms being in casts, which I can't imagine that is a good scenario whatsoever. Other things in the news, the world mountain running champs, like it just gets so freaking confusing. Damn it. I totally missed another story this week. I guess I can talk about it right now in the glasses off segment. You guys get a bonus. So speaking of these world championships, which seems like there's like so many of these different but similar championship events, which is kind of comical, but it's also cool. It's hard to follow, It's hard for us, I think, here in the US to keep tabs on what's going on, what's important, who's competing. But it seems like the Africans are like definitely dominating these races for the most part, which is pretty interesting. But one thing I haven't brought up yet, and I guess it missed this week's show, and it'll just be for you guys, but did you hear that the 24-hour World Championships, there was this huge debacle of their timing? So they had to come out and basically reissue the results. If you go back to the I Run Far, it's like the end of July when they wrote up about this, they basically struck through the entire article and had to rewrite all the results. And it changed up some of the standings. And I think currently the women did win gold, but then now they are behind Poland, and they might get reinstated back if they figure out more. So it's just gotta get their shit together. This is crazy. I don't know how this happens, but the IAAF or AUA or IAU, whoever's involved, get your shit together. What other stories do we got? Oh, Amelia Boone, maybe?
Yeah.
So that was, let's talk about Amelia Boone a little bit more. That was pretty interesting to see her come out. And we can only assume that she's talking about Barkley, because why else would she be trying to learn orienteering? I mean, she could just want to get into the sport of orienteering, but I highly doubt that. But I think she is definitely a pretty good candidate for Barkley for being a woman. She has done like the death race, the original one that's not the Georgia death race, but the death race in Vermont where they do like ridiculous, they basically go to this guy's property and do chores for him for 3 days and jump into like 20-degree water. They like build staircases, they chop wood for him like on his ranch. It's fantastic. It's genius. And then she's also, I think, done World's Toughest Mudder, and she's an elite obstacle racer, but also transferring over to ultras, and won her way into Western States last year. Didn't get to race it, but I think it would be really interesting to have her. She's someone that has a lot of grit, clearly. She's someone who's very fast, and not that to say that really elite women thru hikers haven't done well at Barkley, because they have, but maybe not as successful as we'd hope. Like Heather Anderson, I don't think has done a fun run yet under the cutoff, and she's like the best female thru hiker that is out there. So I really want to see women be more successful at Barkley. I think she'd be a great addition. We'll go down that rabbit hole further. I think Megan Hicks needs to apply. She's, I think, attempting Nolan's again this year coming up. I think there was a rumor. But she's just like, seems like the perfect person who has a lot of grit, who can navigate, is comfortable in all types of weather in the mountains. I think she definitely needs to give it a try. I don't know, who else? Please let us know who else you think might be good for that. We should try and support them, encourage them, get out there. Another story I didn't get to touch on this week in the main show was I think there was a response from Glencoe Skyline about last week's story having to do with the quality of prize money, and I haven't been up on it this week, but I saw a tweet from Sage that said thanking them for equalizing it. So I'm thinking maybe there was even some more back and forth, because they originally justified what they did because they had so few participants that are female, which is interesting. And so they say, well, we have like 150 men, but like 30 women. So that's why we gave more prize money in deeper categories to the men. But then they might have just totally equalized it or gotten rid of the 6th through 10th. I don't know yet, but we'll have to look into that as well. I don't know. It's all an interesting line of thought. I mean, at the end of the day, these race directors can do what they want, but yeah, I think it seems like it was just waiting to trigger some people for sure. So I think that race is, I think, coming up pretty soon. So we'll definitely report when it comes out on the final outcome to see, what kind of prize money actually got paid out or actually gets paid out when that happens. All right, guys, thank you again to all of our Patreon supporters. You guys are like blowing us up big time, and we're just honored to have you here. And we'll see you next time.